Vortex Spring in Florida is a famous crystal-clear cave that professional divers love to explore. On August 18, 2010, a 30-year-old experienced diver, Ben McDaniel, went down into the water. He was planning to dive deep into a section that was kept locked behind a heavy metal gate for safety reasons. Ben had a key to open it. Underwater cameras caught him swimming down toward the cave, but those same cameras never showed him coming back up. Later that night, his truck was still parked by the water, unlocked, with his wallet and phone sitting right on the dashboard. That's when a normal dive turned into one of America's most terrifying mysteries. By the second day, workers at the dive center noticed Ben's truck hadn't moved at all. They called the police, and search teams quickly arrived at the scene. Cave diving is extremely dangerous because one wrong move can kick up mud. This can leave you blind in total darkness. Emergency divers geared up right away. They were expecting to find a tragic accident. They swam down through narrow rock tunnels. They reached the gate at 115 feet deep. To their surprise, the heavy steel gate was wide open. Ben's extra air tanks were sitting right outside it. Everything made it look like he had gone far inside the dangerous area. To search the restricted area, police hired Ed Sorensen, one of the best cave rescue divers in the world. Sorensen is known for going into places no one else dares to enter. Carrying special narrow air tanks, he squeezed through tight rock gaps known as the squeeze. Passages so small that a full-grown man has to take off his gear just to slide through. Sorensen went deeper into the cave than almost anyone before him. He checked behind every rock, every crack, and every pile of mud. But after hours underwater, he came back up with shocking news. Ben was nowhere inside the cave. Sorensen's point wasn't just a guess. It was based on simple math and physics. The closed section of the cave ends in a dead end that no human can pass. For Ben to go any deeper, he would have had to push through rock gaps. These rock gaps were smaller than his own chest, making passage impossible for him. On top of that, experts calculated his air supply for the underwater exploration. Ben only had enough air to survive underwater for about 2 hours maximum. If he had drowned inside, his body and gear would still be sitting there. They would be floating near the ceiling or resting on the bottom of the cave. But there was no body, no mask, no fins found in the cave at all. And the mud on the cave floor hadn't even been touched by anyone. Wanting to leave no stone unturned, the police brought in special search dogs. These dogs were trained to smell human remains from above the water. Boats then took the dogs out over the cave openings, searching for clues. In a creepy twist, 2 different dogs barked at the exact same spot. This was on the water's surface, right above the cave entrance. Very strange indeed. This made police search the water again using sonar and underwater drones. They scanned every single inch of the basin and also the surrounding banks. But despite what the dogs sensed, the diligent search turned up nothing at all. It felt like a ghost had left a trace in the water, but no real body was under it. Since the cave turned up no clues, detectives started looking closely at the land. They searched Ben's truck left by the spring. Inside, they found over $1,100 in cash, his driver's license, credit cards, and his main cell phone. Nothing was stolen, but officers noticed something strange. The truck's windshield was covered in a thin layer of dust, except for the driver's door handle, which looked like it had been wiped clean. On top of that, a second notebook where Ben logged his dives was missing from the glove box. If Ben simply drowned, why was his notebook gone? And why was all his cash left behind? Next, detectives tried to figure out how Ben got the key to the locked gate. Only a few workers were supposed to have access to it. It turned out an employee had given Ben a copy, raising big questions. Even weirder was the behavior of the spring's owner, Eduardo Terran. When outside rescue teams asked to search the property again, Terran refused. Months later, Terran died unexpectedly in a strange fall at his home. He took whatever secrets he knew with him before police could fully re-examine the area. Desperate for answers, Ben's family offered a massive $30,000 reward. They offered it to anyone who could find Ben alive or dead. But this reward, however, led to a dangerous mess. Untrained divers started sneaking into the cave at night. They were risking their lives for the cash. In 2012, tragedy struck when a 28-year-old diver named Larry Higginbotham went in. Larry went in searching for Ben. Larry got stuck in the tight rock gaps and drowned. When rescue workers brought Larry's body out, they checked the cave once more. Still, not a single trace of Ben McDaniel was found. The family quickly canceled the reward to stop anyone else from dying. Today, investigators and cave experts are split between three main theories. Theory 1. Ben got lost in the dark, found a hidden crack deep in the rocks. He got trapped in a secret room forever. Theory 2. Staged disappearance. Ben was dealing with heavy personal and financial problems before the trip. Did he fake his own death, exit through another path, and start a secret new life? Or Theory 3. Foul play. Did something happen to Ben on land before he ever went deep into the cave, with the open gate used just to cover up a crime? More than 10 years later, the warning signs outside Vortex Spring still tell people how dangerous the water is. Ben McDaniel is still officially listed as a missing person. No body, no gear, and no real proof of what happened that August evening. Did the earth swallow a master diver whole? Or did Ben walk out of the water and vanish into thin air? If you ever go diving in deep, dark places, remember, some secrets stay buried forever. What do you think happened inside Vortex Spring? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.